So there's two main couples in this opera, Rodolfo and Mimi, that are the tender representation of passionate love and romantic love, where Mimi is fragile, vulnerable, lovable, and Rodolfo is a dreamer. And they have this passionate, sweet relationship.
La Bohème is, at its heart, a love story. At the beginning of the show, we're introduced to the four Bohemians. We all live in a garret, we're very poor. My character, Rodolfo, meets this lady named Mimi, and we instantly have a connection, we instantly fall in love. And the relationship goes through a lot of turbulence, especially when Mimi starts to really show signs of her illness. I think Rodolfo just finds it impossible to be there and watch her deteriorate so rapidly. So the relationship definitely has some ups and downs. I think in the end, there's definitely a very strong connection between them.
The other couple is fire. It's Marcello and Musetta, where they scream at each other, they fight, but they're like two animals that they kiss, they embrace, they get, passionate, and then they scream at each other, they're fighting. So you have the opposite.
In some ways, I feel like that tension and release of the fieriness of their relationship is actually part of what keeps them together. They enjoy that little bit of battle between one another and then the reconciling after it. I think we really see that, especially in Act 3 in the quartet, how they bicker, but then also how that still has a present undercurrent of how much they care for one another. I think she really does love him. I think it's her circumstance of life, the station in which she is in, a woman of that time, that she's trying to make a living the best way that she can, and that's not always the easiest for a relationship, so that's hard for them as a couple. But truly, I think there's something that is real between them that keeps them connected to one another throughout the acts of the show.
Now, what's really interesting in the novel, the original novel, the two couples are sort of have equal time in importance. Where in the opera, Puccini decided with the librettists they put the focus on Mimi and Rodolfo. Musetta is still there with Marcello. They're a secondary couple. They're really secondary to the story. We're seeing the story of Mimi unfolding, basically.
It's just so incredibly thrilling to have a live audience again in the midst of all this craziness. So I really hope you guys enjoy the show. We'll see you in February, and until then, stay warm.